Hi Sequels friends! So are you a Posh seller who has been experiencing a roller coaster ride of sales since the algorithm changes? Yeah, don't feel bad about it. Me too. The only thing that is saving my sales numbers is that I do cross list across various platforms, and my next best platform is eBay. Now I've heard a lot of Poshers who want to start cross listing on eBay, but their number one fear is shipping. It is great. Poshmark has shipping all figured out for you. And you do have to figure out your own shipping on eBay. But I am here to tell you guys, it is not difficult at all. Today I'm going to share with you some tips and tricks to make you feel more confident going ahead and cross-listing on eBay. So be ready guys. This one is chock full of some awesome info. Let's get started. Hi Sequels friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to my channel. I do so appreciate having you here. If you're new, my name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller across various platforms, and I like to use this YouTube channel to document my journey. If you love reselling content, if you like more in-depth educational reselling content, as well as fun unboxings and some vintage specific content, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell so that you are notified every time I upload a new video. A little bit of information to get out of the way at the beginning. We did it, folks. We have hit 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know why I did spirit fingers for it, but that's what you guys got. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate all you guys who have been with me through the long haul, as well as all the new people who have recently signed up. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I do want to let you know that I plan on continuing to release my Friday video, but I'm also thinking of going back and doing 2 videos a week like I used to do last year. More of you guys are interested in the vintage information, and I don't want to become exclusively a vintage channel, so I'm thinking of going back to 2 videos a week so that we can include more vintage. I haven't got it 100% figured out yet, but I do think I'll probably continue to drop Friday, drop another one on Sunday, and then you'll continue to get my new Wednesday shorts of my top selling item of the week. So if there's anything that you guys are looking for specifically, information that you want answers to, you want to see more unboxings from different places, whatever you're looking for, go ahead and drop those in the comment section below. Let's get into things. I'm going to talk to you about the 2 shipping types, first class and priority mail. I'm then going to talk to you about why I love PirateShip, and then at the end I have a handy dandy chart, because you know me, I love my handy dandy charts, of how I price goods, how I price them by weight, and also typically the things that I sell that fall into those weight classes. So you definitely won't want to miss that. The number one way that I ship is first class USPS mail. USPS mail is first class, means anything that's 16 ounces or less. You can get poly mailers to ship first class in. It's my preferred method. I get these on Amazon. You know I got you covered down below. I always have in all of my videos my most used items to help you. So feel free to click on those links. If those links are broken, just leave a comment and I will get it fixed. I know sometimes they break. This is the size that I use. It's 11 by something. Again, it is down below. I also have a separate mailer that has a bubble on it that I like to use for jewelry because I do sell a decent amount of jewelry. Cheap investment, does not cost a lot. You can also get these if you have one of those premier eBay stores. You can also get eBay specific poly mailers. I just like these because, you know, I love me some Sequels pink. If it's over 16 ounces, how the heck do you ship? Well, there's multiple ways to ship, but I gotta tell you, the number one thing that I use are priority mail flat rate padded envelopes. That is what this is. You can get these on the USPS website. I will pop that link down below for you guys to make it easy for you to get to. That people like to use in addition to these padded envelopes, which I'm going to pop one on the screen here because I don't use them, are these Tyvek envelopes. They are not padded, They are a cardboard, they are waterproof, they are definitely safe to ship. They do not have to be flat. You can put bulkier things in there as long, again, as it fits, you can ship. The difference is this is not flat rate. So I live in North Carolina. If I have a package that is going to Tennessee and I used one of these, it may actually be cheaper than the $8.45 that it costs me to ship this since it's flat rate. Because this is calculated based on where it's going, what zone, and how much it weighs. However, if something weighs heavy, it may still be better to use this. And if I'm shipping to California, which a lot of my items go to, it's definitely better to use this because of the flat rate. And the third thing, the way that I ship the most, and there's other priority mails, we're gonna go over those shortly, but these are in order of what I find I use the most. The third thing is PirateShip. PirateShip is great for multiple things, but mostly for me, for anything that is priority shipping, they have a really good rate if it doesn't fit in this mailer. If it is a pair of boots, if it is a big bulky something that I can't get in here, I typically go to PirateShip because PirateShip uses cubic shipping. So what's great about PirateShip is that you can put some stuff in a box, and I don't do a ton of hard goods, but if you are a hard goods seller, this will be really worthwhile to you. You can put something in a box and then shove that box in a poly bag, and I just happen to have some bigger poly bags left over from when I first started reselling. These were just too big for my needs, so I happen to have some. A great example of this is I sold this set of 3 barnwood reclaimed picture frames. They are about 8x10, 8x11 size frames. So 3 of them together was fairly thick and they were fairly wide. And I know I want to put cardboard around it and bubble, so I kind of want to box them to make sure that they are safe. But if I box them and I go into PirateShip and I put in the measurements of my box and the weight, the shipping price really starts to increase. But if you take that box and shove it in a poly bag, you can do cubic shipping, and these 3 picture frames ended up costing me just $8.49 to ship. Last up are priority flat rate boxes. If you are selling on Poshmark already, these are the boxes that you are most familiar with. There's the small box, which I typically use for jewelry and scarves. There's a medium box, which I use for bigger shoes, bigger items that don't fit in this. I even use this for 90% of my Poshmark sales. But there is a medium box, and then there's also there's 2 medium boxes, the box and then the longer box. And then there used to be 2 larges, but I think there's just the longer large now, which I rarely, if ever, use. Maybe 4 times a year I use it, even on Poshmark. Well, these guys can also be used on eBay. They are flat rate shipping boxes. It is easy to calculate the shipping for them, but the shipping does get up there. Most of the things that I ship would either go into cubic shipping instead of using these boxes. But on the rare occasion that I do use these, I want to make you aware that they exist. With all these, if it fits, it ships, and that is up to 70 pounds. I have some vintage horseshoes that somebody gave me. I have 4 or 5 of them. You know, I'm gonna put them in one of these, probably this padded flat rate, because even if it's 15 pounds, if it fits, it ships. So now that you have an overview of all the different types of shipping, let's talk about how we decide when we're inputting a new item into eBay, what shipping cost we are going to list it for. So I have some sheets back here. That I recently were thrifted or gifted, and I have photographed them and I have measured them. At this phase, I would take this item and weigh it. This pillowcase weighs out at 4.2 ounces. Now I know that I am then going to poly bag this and put it in my tote. And then once the item actually sells, I'm going to pull that poly bag out of my tote and then stick it, well, actually stick it in this poly mailer. So, how many ounces did I say that was? 4 point something. I'm going to round this up and say it weighs 5 ounces. First of all, it's going to round it up when you put it in. You don't put in points. And then also that should account for the weight of the poly and the poly mailer. Now, if this weighed at exactly 6 ounces, I may go ahead and say it's actually 7 ounces and round it up. I rarely round up more than 1 ounce. That builds a little bit of buffer in there because I know that there's going to be some packaging required. Once I have it weighed and I know how much it weighs, this is 4 ounces. How do I know how much that's going to cost? That is easy. You can calculate it. You can have eBay calculate it for you. I prefer doing a flat shipping fees. And I wish I could remember whoever wrote this comment on a random YouTube video I saw, but years ago, a woman wrote a comment on a YouTube video and said, eBay shipping is easy. This is how I break it down. And it was similar to this chart right here. Not exact because I had to update this for current rates, but this blew my mind and helped me tremendously feel confident enough to sell on eBay. So let's talk about this chart, and also knowing that that item was 5 ounces, how it plays into this chart. So first of all, this chart, you can see 1 to 4 ounces charge $3.99. Does it cost $3.99? No, it has a varying price of how much it costs. I rounded it up to $3.99. 1, to be sure I cover all the costs, 2, to give me a little buffer, and 3, I have no problems charging the customer enough shipping to pay for the materials it costs to ship. So 1 to 4 ounces, you would charge $3.99. 5 to 8 ounces, you would charge $4.99. This item was 5 ounces, so I would put in a shipping fee of $4.99 and say that it was going first class mail. 9 to 12 ounces, I would charge $5.99. And 13 to 15.9, 16 ounces, I would charge $6.99. Now, all of those would fit into these poly mailers because you're at those 16 ounces or less and it can ship first class mail. Now, once you're over 16 ounces, we start to get into the flat rates, and most everything I said fits in the poly bag, and most everything then would end up being this $8.99 charge. Anytime it's priority mail and I know I can fit it in here, I charge $8.99. Commercial rate for that is $8.45. That gives me a little bit of room to make sure that my packaging is paid for, my poly mailer or my poly bag is paid for, my thank you sticker is paid for, all of that stuff. And also, if there's a rate increase, you have some wiggle room where you don't have to drop everything and go and increase all your rates, or you're gonna lose money. I told you that there are those 3 types, small, medium, and large priority mail flat rate that I rarely use that you're used to using on Poshmark. I still have those broken down as well. And again, the weight is, if it fits, it ships, anything up to 70 pounds. So it's not a matter of weight as much as it's a matter of whether you're going to fit it in this. The small box I would charge $8.99 for, which is why I typically don't use it, and I just use the padded flat rate mailer, as the price works out to about the same. But again, whatever you feel comfortable with, or if you have something that's more hard goods that needs more protection, you can put it in this box. The flat medium rate I use for jackets and boots and the like. That costs about a little under $14.99, so I charge $14.99 for that. And that large flat rate box that I said I rarely if ever use, maybe 3 times a year, I charge $19.99 for that. You just copy this chart, put it in your notes, and as you're writing your listing for eBay, check the weights against this chart, and I guarantee you this will give you the confidence to go ahead and get started. So I hope that that really gives you the encouragement to go ahead and give eBay a try. Do not be afraid of this. Go after it. You can do it. I did it. Anybody could do it. You can definitely do it. And then also, don't be afraid to make a mistake. It's not the end of the world. So what? You lose a little bit of money on one item. Whoop-de-doo. Trust me, if you lose money on that one item, you will never forget the mistake that you made shipping that item. And you have to make mistakes to learn and grow at your business. So please let me know in the comment section below if this is useful and helpful to you. If you have any questions that I can answer, let me know below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. If it's as gorgeous where you're at as where I'm at, get out there and enjoy that weather. Have a fabulous weekend, a wonderful week, and I'll see you soon with some more reselling content. Bye guys. Maybe you are a newbie reseller who's only selling on Poshmark. If you are, it is time to diversify. And the number one place I think it is worthwhile for you to try out is eBay. eBay? eBay. I was doing so well.